Hello everybody and welcome to this Let's Play of Total War 3 Kingdoms. Total War 3 Kingdoms just released today for those of us who haven't been streaming the game for a while, those who didn't get early access to do YouTubes or Twitch streams. And I decided that now would be a good time to run an actual Total War Let's Play. I have only played Total War Warhammer before, so I'm not really familiar with the historical Total War titles, but I love China, at least the medieval China as a concept. And I'm one of those people who've been a fan of various Chinese movies for many years. I have watched Battle at the Red Cliffs, which is part of this, the whole story of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms story, several times. And I've actually been looking forward to playing this game quite a lot. Now, bear in mind that as I'm not really a historical wargamer as such, I have decided to stay with the romance option turned on over here. I mean, you can click it over to records, where you get a more historically correct sort of gameplay mode as far as I understand. But I like the idea of our heroes being larger than life and being able to take on entire units of men and sweeping them aside with their weapons. Now, I'm going to be playing as Gongzun Zan, mostly because I haven't really seen anyone play as him yet. I'm probably not correct, but I haven't seen any, so I'm gonna stick with someone I haven't seen played. He is called the Iron Fist General, and he's a vanguard. He's very good at wrecking troops, but not very good at fighting other generals. So we're going to have to find a champion for him to do all his dueling for him. He's a military government, which means he gets unique military inspector corps positions. It limits the availability of administrators, which means we might have a little bit of a problem with our empire management, I think, but that remains to be seen. His playstyle focuses balanced military, and his unique features are White Horse Raiders, which are skirmisher horse archers, I believe, and White Horse Fellows, which are also mounted archers. And he gets a military government, which is a building which grants income and public order. His noteworthy characters are Zhao Yun, the Light and the Dark, who's a sentinel type. Now, bear in mind, I'm probably going to be butchering a lot of these Chinese names, because I'm not Chinese, and I've never learned to speak Chinese. I probably should eventually. I have decided to put Chinese voiceovers on diplomacy and interactions, not because it makes the game easier to understand. It does quite the opposite, but because I felt it's most appropriate for this type of game. I mean, it is set in China, so I'd like them to speak Chinese. It's very simple. So, I think I've gone through everything. Let's just click start.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luo Yang burns. Chaos ignites as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the hand falters. Yet there are those who would still fight, still roar. Gongzun Zan holds against the tyrant, his own fire unrelenting. With a thundering of hooves, he rides to war.
I am not going to be talking over these little cutscenes.
Stretching back ages beyond counting, is being devoured by corruption.
Nah, that's not important. I'm not going to be talking over the cutscenes, most of the time at least. There's going to be a few of them, as far as I understand, these little black and white, sort of drawn cutscenes, and I'm going to let her talk during those. It would appear that I've chosen a cavalry. How good I'll be at using cavalry, so this will be...
And killed the 10 eunuchs. The warlord with the great warrior Le dared oppose him. In response to Dong Zhuo's break, treason some call it, a coalition of war.
And we're in. I don't know if you noticed the map out on the starting screen, but the map is huge. It would appear that our people really don't like Dongzhuan. There are... So basically, if our neighbors aren't smart enough to run their own, to mind their own business, we'll mind them for them. Coalition is dying, lacks unity and leadership, something must be done. Long have I defended China from enemies without, now I must turn my sights to the enemies within. Your cavalry bray, Lord Gongzun Zan. It is time to direct their furious charge. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Establish your power. Lord Gongzun Zan, China is in chaos, but so far from the capital and there's little you can do to quell the madness. Perhaps it is time to utilize your local strength as a respected border lord. Your old mentor, has lost his vigor and his lands may be better managed by you. Likewise, the Gongzun Du is kin, but the borders cannot be held by a weak lord. You must consider how your presence and power may aid all of China. Our quest is to claim Han Reasons and to be wary of Liu Yu and Gongzun Du. I think it's called Yu. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just Du. Info overlay. Mission issued. War awaits and Gongzun Zan meets it. The empire is ending. Luoyang burns and the tyrant runs amok. Long have you held the borders for the Han, but chaos is rising and with it opportunity. The chance to make a name for yourself. The Han is in the tyrant's grip now. You must defend yourself against any foe, even the Empire. Engage the following general's army in battle, Xiao Qian, and the reward is a taste of victory, which gives us military supplies faction-wide and moral faction-wide. Zhou Quan, oh, that's this guy. He's sitting right in front of my face. Let's just have a look before we go to fight. Gongzhun, our capital city is Beiping. I think Yao Beiping, probably. It's a commandery. Commandery consists of its capital and surrounding counties. The capital is the center of administration. The counties make use of the local resources. There's a trade port, which is held by the Han Empire. There's a... I can construct something here. I can raise an army, but there's no need to. This can be upgraded. How do I... Probably by clicking this upgrade thing. Yeah. Now it's upgrading, and that's probably spend most of our money. We have 1,000 treasury left. I'm not sure what the currency in China is at this point in time, so I'm probably just going to say gold. And let's fight this. We have superior forces and we should have a decisive victory. You can just delegate it to your generals, but this is our first battle and I would like to fight it. Our own forces consist of 1 unit of White Horse Fellows, which is medium bow cavalry, 1 unit of G infantry, which is halberd infantry in medium armor, and 2 units of lance cavalry, which is halberd cavalry actually. The Chinese didn't use lances as we know them. They used this strange weapon, this strange almost pike-looking weapon instead. And then we have 2 bands of light axe infantry under the command of Zhao Yun, our light in the dark. He is a sentinel and he's currently rank 3, I think. So yeah, let's go fight. Like I said, I've only played Total War Warhammer, so I hope this system is comparable to that system. If it isn't, I may be a little slow to learn. To one, that's usually I'm happy and chase off the longer than I expect. It also been before, and so it isn't ready. Continue. A nice flat open plain. What do they have? They have 2 units of mounted lands militia, a unit of archers, and a unit of G militia. Okay, so they are running cavalry too. I'm not sure I like that. We're going to be deploying our archers in the back, supported by 2 blocks of axe infantry, with the halberds in front. Okay, so far this looks a lot like what I would expect after having played you two. I would like you out on this flank over here. And where are my white horse fellows? Oh, my white horse fellows are my only archers, right? Then there's no point in making this formation. No point in making that formation at all. We'll just have to go with it. Yeah, we'll just have to go with it. My white horse fellows need to be on this side. Do they have skirmish on? They do have skirmish on, which means that they'll try to keep a safe distance from the enemy. Is there any way to see their movement speed? There, 57. And these guys have a movement speed of... so they'll catch them. That's not good. Okay, change of plans. How about you guys? Also 57. Okay, so we need to tie up his cavalry. You're really good at smashing people. What does the sentinel do? Sentinels excels at locking down enemies. Enemy generals are holding a choke point. And their general is a vanguard. So he's good at beating up units. Okay. So you need to go catch their general. Gonna put these guys up front. Put you out here. You two out to the side. With the horse archers behind. And go start battle. I'm going to move up the middle. And my horses are going to move out to the side. So far, the system looks identical to Total War Warhammer, at least in its controls. Let's have a look at our forces. This is... I really like how they're carrying about their banners this way. See, those are the weapons I meant. Sort of pikey, stabby things. I'm not sure what they're called. A G, maybe? Okay, they have little interest in coming to us, it would seem. So we're going to move further up. And move further up. Let's see where are our flanks. There. Sure, he's challenging me. He's challenging me. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Now we're running a challenge. That means they're getting off and start beating each other over the head. And he's not a good duelist, so he should be having his butt kicked by Zhao Yun. Meanwhile, we're starting to shoot at them, because our white horse archers are actually horse archers, unlike... why don't you go out in front there, and you keep marching forwards. So we are ready in position to support Zhao Yun once we... And they're starting to shoot at us. They're moving around. Okay. Enough of this. Move in. You two cavalry types, move on in. White horse fellows start bombarding their archers. Zhao Yun has emerged victorious. You kill them. You see if you can intercept them. You go beat up them. And you go grab those. You go help out there. Then runs. Oh, they are vastly outnumbered, so of course they're running. I like how my archers are just firing these huge arcing lines. It's much more reminiscent of what I would expect from actual archers. That was a very quick, very decisive victory once we closed the rank. Why don't we just go in there? Just smash them. And victory is ours. We're going to be chasing down these fools, just to make sure that as many as possible of them have been obliterated. I don't know if this game is the same as in Warhammer, where if you don't kill them off completely, then they get to run away and fight another day. So I'm going to try and exterminate as many of his troops as possible until they're out of the map. What are you chasing? Not chasing anything anymore. Yeah, that's it. Claim victory. End the battle. I almost clicked rematch because I'm used to that being the end battle button. Our archers got 13 kills. Our pikes got 6. Our horsemen got a lot. And whoa! And our Lord and Master got 126 kills. Holy... Well, I guess they might be able to beat down entire units. Maybe I should have put... unfortunately, it is pretty full. We have space for it, right? This system with an SSD for all of my games soon. That will be. As some of you have other videos, I have been... Oh, and there's the beatdown. Yeah, see, he survives, so he gets to run away, I think. But what I was saying before is that I have... go away. Okay, I captured him. He has no friend and rivals. He's a disciplinarian. He's scholarly. He's vigilant. That's actually pretty decent. I can keep him, which he brings Raider cavalry. I'm just going to release him. And I am going to replenish my troops out of his troops. And that gets rid of his army. We got the taste of victory. Now we have to take the Yuzhao Iron Mine to get support from the people. And a glorious victory, bonus experience. Let's see. Ancillaries gained, clay axe, the Zhongzai, simple tales, established power, we've gotten that, we've done the mission issued, mission success, someone's been killed in battle, have a new mission, glorious victory, ancillaries gained. Okay, let's have a look at our characters. If I can figure out how to do that. Court, faction summary. Oh, here. I am currently of the rank of Noble, working towards 2nd Marquis. That's always good to know. No matter how devoted soldiers try to manage armies' movement so they can rest in safe locations. Yeah, we got that. Close. Let's see, remove retinue. Open character details. There we go. Okay, he can have some accessories. That'll give him expertise and satisfaction and less retinue upkeep. That's pretty good. This gives him authority, which he is already pretty high in. I think we're going to equip this to him. How about... be quiet. We don't have any skill points. He has the dignity, which gives him 8 instinct and disciplined. Discipline doesn't suffer penalties when the general dies. We're hopefully not going to die. Intensity, which gives mighty knockback. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. It makes him a better charger. Mobility gives him authority and extra morale when commanding and when attacking, and running speed for his retinue. So he's really fast. We have the Dreadbringer, which is his unique spear, it would seem. He can't equip this because that's used by someone else, and he has Gongzun Zan's armor, which is also unique. He has a random mount. And he could put on this follower. Devious attendant. Yeah, sure. I'm not devious enough on my own. And you, character details. Did that have a... I should really check if that has a button. You can have this story, which will give you expertise, which you already have a lot of. I wonder if we can see what expertise, what the stats do. Oh, this gives construction cost and melee evasion, health and population growth when he's admitted. So they have basically, they have several effects, and some of them are for battle and some of them are for the map. It's pretty neat. That's very cool. I like that. Wait, what is this button here? View in world characters. Oh, so this shows their relations to everybody else. They're friends, and they have been fighting with each other. Liu Bei and Yi Yu is a rival. Liu Bei likes each other, and Liu Bei likes Gongzun Zan. So you get this whole tree of characters and what they think of each other. And as far as I understand, if you start including people in your armies or in your nation that don't like you, there's a chance that they might rebel or do other unpleasant things. Let's have a look at commanderies, known factions, point towards. Where is diplomacy? That's here. Oh, that's here. Info overlay. Yes, we got that. Let's see. Everyone around me is either the Han Empire or Liu Yu. So no one's really friendly. Gongzun Du, where do you live? Trade and marriage, trade ancillaries. There's no real trade we can do. This Gongzun Zan, Yu. Well, there's no one really around that's worth dealing with right now. Whoops. I really need to not do that too often. Gongzun Zan solidifies control, which is take the iron mine. Do I have enough movement points left for that? I don't. See, if I cross in here, I run out of movement points. So we'll just head... No, it didn't! Oh, the red arrow must be because I was in the wrong area. So this guy just has 2 pikes and a single cavalry unit, as well as a general, which is a heavy halberd captain. Start the battle. These first initial battles, I'll just fight them to get an idea of how we're going to be, of how this game works when it comes to battles and how it plays. Because I have this feeling that if you don't do this in the beginning and fights that you'll have to fight in order to win them, and pepper them with just from the overview, you go all the way around this mountain, it seems. We don't know where they're deployed. Ooh, they have towers. I think towers are nasty. So we're going to deploy both of our soldiers here. Our 2 cavalry will come over here. These guys will go here, and you 2 will just sit behind here, and we'll click start the battle. You will move ahead to engage here. You will move up ahead to engage here. You will come all the way up here and go in the back, and our white horse fellows will take up position behind our cavalry, as well behind our infantry, as will our lords. This is going to cost us some soldiers. Actually, we are in range now to shoot at the G militia, so we're going to do that. Yeah, this is going to cost casualties. Towers are, as far as I understand, you just go charge them, you go charge them. Gongzun Zan go in behind. Zhao Yun go in behind. You go in through, please. Come through, so you don't get shot more. There's no reason to get shot. Hold there for a moment. He's getting shot now. That would be really, really bad. Okay, you come around here. Actually, yeah, sure. Hold them. You just keep shooting. Oh, this is really bad. They're getting slaughtered. These are getting slaughtered too. Actually, divert one unit over here. Okay, divert this unit over here. And all of you take care of this. You shoot them. Come on, you slowpokes. You need to help our general. Actually, he's taking the towers all on his own. Looks like you need to come out here and help. Enemy flees, what cowards. Man, see, this was a mess. The towers are fairly scary. What? Why are they running? No, they're not. Whoop, reform. Go into melee. Beat the snot out of them. You come down here and help. There, go help him. And I think this fight is in the bag. Yeah, they're broken completely. Oh wow, ow. That was... Oh, that's our ammunition supply that's running out. We're going to be killing them all because this was a siege fight. And yeah, those towers are really terrifying. It would appear that these towers destroy your soldiers, I mean, very, very easily. We lost a lot of our cavalry, we lost a lot of our infantry. Looks like our spearmen might just disband after that infantry because they got slaughtered. I should have supported our fight, drawn out, but we would still have been, it would still have been a slaughter. Those towers are terrifying. The artwork for this game, I mean, look at it. The use of color and the way they've drawn these pictures are really, really nice. You see, they have disbanded, been destroyed in battle. I am going to just occupy it because it's part of my commandery. Achievement unlocked. First steps. What is this? The first steps achievement. Go away. Is capture a region. Support from the people, public order, the Yashu Iron Mine has been captured, and construct or upgrade a building in Yao Ping. We're already working on that. Our commandery grows. We can't upgrade there. This trade port is over here. That's part of Yao Ping. This is part of Yaozhou. This is part of this down here. That is Liu Yu's area. Oh, well that's unfortunate, I might call it. I think that ends our turn. This will take them 2 turns to come back. We'll just sit here and resupply in the iron mine. and watch as the end turn phase scrolls through. This is so much faster than Total War Warhammer on Mortal Empires, which is what I'm playing on my own for a while now. We should probably head towards this trade port and take that, but I would like to first come back here. Military supplies. If you have low supplies, as far as I can understand, then you're going to be losing morale and not have enough replenishment. And moving in winter, I think it moves one season every turn, and moving in winter is pretty bad. Maybe we should hire in some troops. Spent season in own domain, which means we can draw on... How do we increase our... Yeah, I'm trying to learn... Upon commanding general, no. Trying to learn how to do this. Oh, recruit. Haha. Let's see. Recruit. We would like some more halberd. Sorry about that. My game suddenly decided to shut down for no apparent reason, but we're back now. Now, we were about to recruit some units, and I think he would have benefit immensely from some more spears, while this army over here might benefit from some shield infantry, or maybe from some light sword cavalry. They're anti-missile. These are flanking forces. These are very, very expensive. Very expensive. Wow. Yeah, actually, how about some archers? Why don't you get 2 units of archers while you pick up 2 units of swordmen? That should flesh out. And we still have more money, but our income is getting low. Why don't you grab a frontline melee unit? Yeah, that seems good. We're still upgrading for another 3 turns, and we're just going to end the turn sitting here in our capital and waiting to replenish. There are many intricacies to rule. I can ask for clarification. Now, see, now they're... Check the German stock with supplies. I have plenty of supplies. Stop that, please. Now my units are mustering. See, I just bought them. They're about half strength. And over the next while, they will flock to my banners and increase their replenishment. And increase their mustering. We are, see, it says that we are in a mustering rate, 7 turns remaining. It takes a while. Your army is composed of generals and their units. The retinue is made up of 6 units. Once the general is recruited, loyal followers will follow into battle in service of your cause. Got it. And we are garrisoned currently, so there's nothing we can really do. Stands normal. And camp gives us recruitment enabled. That should be fine. Do we have anything to do right yet? How about our tech tree? Reforms is what they call technology in this game. We currently have regional commissioners, which gives us better recruitment. Garrison conscripts makes military infrastructure buildings cheaper and unlocks a building. This gives us extra military supplies. This down here is population growth, all counties faction wide. So this branch is population growth. And peasant units? Light spear infantry, peasant bands. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking peasants into battle. Who do you think I am? Sharecropping looks really good. This is all agriculture, it would seem. This is trade. This is trade influence. Yubo. Private tutors. Requires a special building I don't have. What is this? Currency-based economy. So this is actually using coins. Plus 10% income from commerce. Now income sounds nice and useful. What is this? This is shaft mining. Makes it cheaper to construct mines. And unlocks some, it looks like tier 4 buildings. Well, we can't reform yet, so let's end the turn and move on to spring. I really like how the map changes seasons. It feels right. It feels good, at least to me. As you gain prestige through China, you will be rewarded with rank benefiting your power. Options and resources will increase in line with your authority. Yada yada. We don't need to create custom pins. What happens here? Ancillaries gained. A white stallion. Ooh. And there's been character development. People of merit. We have people visiting our land. Let us have a look at our court. Okay, so we have these fine people currently visiting, and these are our family and generals. Let's see, family tree. Okay, so I'm married to Song Jinting, who's an advisor and a strategist. She's primarily good at cunning. Gongzun Zan is our heir. He's 16 years of age, which means he's actually soon old enough to become a real character. We have an academic in our court, Guanjing. What's your thing? Attributes. Nothing really special. Stats, military traits. You're honorable, which means he decreases his need to gain independence, so he's a good administrator. He's fiery, so he actually likes to fight, but he's not a very good fighter. And he's charitable, so he makes less food production because he gives it away to the peasantry, but he generates more money from the peasantry because they're well fed. You seem like you would be kind of good to have as someone who lives somewhere useful. I think I've forgotten something very, very important. Isn't it something about you being able to assign someone here? Oh, he's very good at tax collecting and he reduces corruption. Oh, he would be good at that. He stimulates markets, silk and spice. He makes it faster to muster, which is good. I think we're going to go with you. We're going to assign you for income from peasantry. For 15 turns. We assigned someone, we got an ancillary, there's character developments. Let's see if that horse wasn't better than our horse. It's much better. It's a little slower, but has a lot more mass and gives us more authority and more charge bonus. It's a very pretty horse. Someone's done prettied it up. Close you down. Our army should start moving now, I think. Yeah, let's start moving. How much does it take to encamp? It requires 15% of our movement. 50%. Which means we can go into hostile territory. We can just encamp here on the edge of the river to keep our mustering bonuses. And we have our first reform. Now, this is minus construction cost, this is military supplies, this is a currency-based infrastructure, this is foreign envoys. This leads to spies, I think. The Sino-Roman embassy, Silk Road expeditions, that doesn't sound very spy-like. The dedicated spy network. was there. That requires private tutors. Okay, we can't do that yet. Trade influence unlocks crossbowmen, it would appear. Trade agreements. I like growth. Let's go with growth. And we can have our next reform in 5 turns. Now, unlike Total War Warhammer, where you pick a research and then wait a certain number of turns for it to be ready, in 3 Kingdoms you enact a reform and it takes effect immediately, and then you wait a certain number of turns before you can enact your next reform. I think we're done. This little circling symbol, I am assuming that means you don't really have any more to do, so you might as well get on. The border cities transform. Your economy grows. Minus construction cost for 3 turns, minus 1 construction time. It's because we've upgraded the building. Army is called for and Gongzun Zan raises it. Recruit and maintain a total of 15 units at the start of a new turn. That's actually tempting to just do now, but it would require another general, and I would rather take that port city first. So we have to leave that stance, go here, go over here, and move in. Can we get it this turn? No, we can't get to it this turn. We'll have to do it next turn. Mission accomplished. We can build something here. And we really, really should. Population commandery. Growth. You can have a lot of people living in towns. Reserves. No, this is how long we can hold out against sieges. Ah, I see, I see. Now, isn't there a way to show the building trees? There it was. For those of you who can't read my mind, that was a right click on the mouse button that opened up this this whole screen. Now, I can't do this. It's not a small city yet. This is just a large town. I can't do a school. Against this has to be a small city. What do I have over here? This is a mail post. I think that's the upgrade of the inn. It is. I could run a conscription office. That's actually pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. Military government, that requires a small town. The trade port isn't ours. Government support is a drift of farming camp. This is food production and income from peasantry. We actually really need some more income. So let's go with that. End the turn. Watch the rest of them scurry along. The idea of the Yellow Turban, loyalty of characters measured by satisfaction, which will increase their desires and ambition. Neglect them and satisfaction will wane. Are you unsatisfied? Is that what's going on? Details? You can have... Yeah, you can have this guy. Where do I see their satisfaction? Oh, there you can see. Hey, that's not good. He doesn't have a purpose. Young Gan. Maybe we should just put him in the army then. We'll do that after we take the trade port. This is a decisive victory. We've already just fought one of these. So let's just delegate it and take the port. Finish our commandery. We lost 73 men. They all died. Let's just occupy because this is our own province. So it won't really bother us. Commandery and... okay, they have some humor. Commandery and conquer, which is obviously a callback to the old Command and Conquer games. That is funny. That is very funny. He hasn't leveled up yet. It must take quite a bit of to level up your characters. Now we should be able to recruit in. I don't have enough money to recruit him in. Oh, he's very expensive. Well then, I guess we won't do that yet. But we should recruit him in. He's another very good general type person. Our court. Do we have any positions open? We have an administrator. No, there's nothing I can put in. It annoys me that it won't tell me what's needed to load these. To unlock these. Would have been nice to know. I mean, it seems weird that they don't tell you. Characters. Well, we're working on this. We know you're angry. We're working on it. We've given you a follower. We have a commandery now. Does that mean you can do something with that? Oh, this can be upgraded again. Sure, upgrade. Can you do something with a commandery? Buildings has been built. With the farming camp, commandery secured. Yabi Ping, until it is gained. Red Thoroughbred in Commander and Conquer. Actually, since you're so angry, and why don't you take the Red Thoroughbred? This also gives Instinct, which is your primary stat, so that's very, very good. Aren't you supposed to be... Oh, you're losing public order right now. Because faction support is bad. Why is faction support bad in our own... that seems less than good. Faction support, current increase. Oh, that's because we just fought in our own area. That's why. Well, that's good to know. Toolmaker, Liaoji, that's Gongzun Zan. So we need to beat him up at some point. But not right now, I think. We have very little money. He's still angry. Oh well. Let's end the turn. I think we'll take 2 or 3 more turns and then I'll probably call it for today. Destroy the following factions. Liu Yu. Gathering strength, Gongzun Zan prepares for war. Legacy of Liu Yu. Alliances are fickle things, and in times of chaos they seldom last. The legacy of Liu Yu is that of a teacher, but now his students have surpassed him and must see his family destroyed. Such is life. Such is war. That seems a poor reward to give the person who's taught you everything you know about life and war, but it'll give us the path to glory for 5 turns, which seems a very good upgrade. The threat of Liu Yu. We can either attack Liu Yu, which may be seen as an act of treachery, which declares war on him and gives us bonuses to Han Fu, or we can follow the story, which may also be seen as an act of treachery, but we get better relations with Liu Yu. Relations between you and your former master, Liu Yu, have long been strained. Friction is developing along your expanding borders and small skirmishes have broken out. You are urged to be aggressive to prevent Liu Yu from halting your expansion. Yet you have also been approached by Yuan Shao, requesting you assault Han Fu with the promise of riches should you oblige. Yeah, let's just follow the story. So now we declared war. Where is Han Fu? It's probably to our south. Liu Yu, Han Empire. I don't know where Han Fu is. I declared war on someone I don't know where is. That seems less than intelligent. Let's start heading back towards our own territories. An army is called for, gathering strength, Gongzun, that's our missions. Are you still super angry? Satisfaction. Yeah, that lack of purpose is not helping, and I thought it would help if we gave him stuff. He's an inspector. Can we assign him to sit here? Or maybe we can't assign him to sit there. This is less than awesome. I should just have declared war on Liao Yu and taken out his town, but yeah, well. It is autumn. Autumn is a good time for marching, but not a very good time for anything else. No more court positions have opened up, so I don't know how to make him less angry. But I should, obviously. Now it's suddenly winter. The minister, Wang Yun, fears the tyranny of Dongzhou, sends his adopted daughter to the capital. His plan is to have it destroy the relationship between Dongzhou and his adopted son, Liu Bu. I think the adopted son, Liu Bu, is the strong warrior that's basically keeping... Oh, you chose to heed Yuan Shao's advice, but it would seem he has betrayed your trust. You have learned that whilst you were unsuspecting, he used the threat of force to confederate Han Fu. This betrayal cannot go unpunished, and you will make sure they regret that treasonous decision. Yuan Shao confederates with Han Fu, diplomatic relations, minus 80 with Yuan Shao. That's less than good. Now we're no longer out there. Let's have a look at diplomacy and see if our neighbor Liu Yu, he really doesn't like me. But it's trending towards... It's getting better. But he really doesn't like me. See if he wants to do... He really doesn't want to do anything of the sort. Oh well. Gongzun Du, however, he likes us. Let's see if there's something we can trade. He would like to trade. I'm going to request some regular payments from him. Whoops. You can just click back and forth like this for a while until you hit 0. Come on. Okay, how about we go 83 then? Can't you just type here? There, 83. So he will give me 83 gold for 10 turns, and we will also have a trade agreement. Propose the deal. The deal has been signed. So now we are actually trading, we gain a little bit more money, and we are being even more friendly with this guy. He's inferior in strength, he's a trusting character, naive. He's very easy to talk to. We have no one available for marriage. How much food do we have? No, we don't have enough to trade food, or he doesn't have enough to trade food. We'll be sitting here and replenishing for a while. We should be able to hire in a new general soon. See, we're getting a lot more income now from that. And it's the winter of 191. And end the turn. And diplomatic proposal. Yuan Zhao has declared war on us. That seems stupid, but he's rich and very rich in food, so okay. Well, I don't know where you live, but well, I wonder if I can scroll out and find out where he lives. I mean, he's declared war on us, so... Yu Yu is actually fairly large. Okay, someone's declared war on us and we don't know where he lives? This seems silly. The Imperial City has been abandoned. I actually like how the map looks. This is very pretty. I know some people don't like the very bright, vibrant colors, but I think it fits the game very well. Now we can make another, we can enact another reform. This would give us peasant units and unlock something. Unlock irrigated paddy fields. I think these are better farms. Yeah, I think these are better farms. Or we can go with this, which unlocks farm tool distribution, foreign envoys, trade influence. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, which gives us repeating crossbowmen. Next turn we should be able to hire him, and he's still getting angrier. Yeah, 12. Oh, that's not bad. That's not good. I hope I have time to hire him. But that will be a question for next time, as I am... Oh, we have gained ancillary, a herdsman, who can... He grants wedge formation. Oh, that's nice. Actually, let's just manage that. You should get the herdsman. And... which means that you can get this ancillary. Oh, he's on cooldown, so that'll be next turn. Well, thank you all for watching my first foray into Total War 3 Kingdoms, and I look forward to playing this more along with all of you. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye for now.